how is everyone doing this morning? I hope that your day is off to a wonderful, fantastic start. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Carrington. Not your first time here, hi, welcome back. How's the family? If you enjoy any and all things makeup related, you're definitely going to want to go ahead, hit that subscribe button, click the little bell so you're notified of all my future uploads. Don't forget to go follow me over on Instagram. You can join that dumpster fire of a family over there as well. And let's go ahead and let's get started. We have a ton of things to test out. I haven't been on camera in a hot minute. Feels like, I don't even know what's wrong with me here lately, but I'm just like not motivated to do like much of anything. So I have of course kept buying makeup. Yeah, so we're going to try out like a random assortment of stuff today. I also have like the new Jaclyn Hill collection, the Michaela collection. I bought the Muerte and Vita palette from Melt. I've got some drugstore. I've got Clarity. I've got Nomad. I've got the Simply Posh palette, which is like the pastel palette. I have a lot of stuff. New stuff from Give Me Glow. Tons and tons of new stuff. Let me know what you guys want to see quickly so that way I know like what you're wanting to see right now, like you are quickly wanting that, so that way I can go ahead and get that filmed. Let me know. Of course, there's more makeup on the way. Right. So if you are excited for what look we're going to create, then definitely keep on watching. So the first thing that we are going to do is going to be our eyes. And so I bought the new Huda Beauty Love Fest palette. I do like a good portion of Huda Beauty's products, and that includes the palettes. Of course, not everything is something that I love, but for the most part, I do really enjoy this brand. It comes with like a nice little mirror, and then here are the shades. So I definitely feel like this is definitely like very fall, but at the same time, I feel like you could definitely get some like different looks out of it. You could go like a little bit more like orange in fall. You could go like a little bit more neutral. You could go a little bit more pinky. Like there's like a ton of different things that you can do with this palette. I'm excited for sure to like jump on into it. What I want to do is I want to kind of make this like a fall look because I love fall. Okay. I don't care if it's not like October yet or September. We're going for it. So they wanted to do like this shade first, then this shade, and probably that one for the outer corner. I think it's going to be tough trying to pick what shimmer I would like, but I know we'll get there. We always get there. It's a journey. It's a process, but we'll get there. We're just going to go ahead jumpstart into this lighter orange type shade. I feel like, however, on camera, like these two look almost super similar. I would say they're definitely a little bit more different in person, but on camera, it definitely, most definitely looks like almost the same, but it's not. It's definitely different. So coming right out the gate, it does provide really good pigmentation. I'm able to just blend it where I want it to go, which for me, I'm starting out in my crease and then just blending upwards, but it's providing really good pigmentation. And I just like to start here in the outer corner and then just work my way where I need to go. Oh, okay. All right, let me know if anybody wants to see a video. It may be like a Throwback Thursday video. I haven't done one of those in a while. But me just like applying makeup and then telling you guys how I got diagnosed with bipolar disorder. This was like years ago, like a long time ago. Like my first year of college is when I got diagnosed with it. It was a wild story. Okay, so then we're going to take that like darker, more burnt orange, and we're just going to bring that lower down more like towards like the crease area. Oh, yeah. So this palette, just like right off the bat, super pigmented. So if you don't like super pigmented shadows, you want something that you could build up, I think you could get this to be something that you can build up, but you would have to tap your brush in super lightly. And if that's not something that you want to do, is just like tap and make sure you have barely anything on the brush, I don't think you're going to like this palette from them. There are other palettes from them that are like that. Like I feel like their pastels are definitely like that. There are a couple of like, I think like there's like a khaki quad and there's like a couple others that came out around that time. Some of those also really just kind of need to be built up. So Those might be better suited, but if you like extreme pigment right out the gate, you're gonna like this. And it blends really nice. Like they just blend effortlessly into each other. It doesn't look muddy. It doesn't look patchy. It feels like it's effortless. Like I'm just sitting here just making sure I put it where I want it, and then just blending out the edges. Finally, for the outer corner, it's going to be this darkest brown shade. No. This one. That's a little bit more dark. And more I'm wanting to hit. So. Okay. So again, that pigment is just, it's there. Like, it is there. You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell. And it just blends. I mean, it just blends. This is a good palette. I'm not sure about the shimmers yet. They could be lackluster. But in terms of like the mattes, this is good. And I could technically make this like an all matte look with like just going in with this on the lid. Let me just see what kind of shimmer we want to go in with before I glitter prime my eyes. No. Ooh. That could be really pretty. Okay, I think I'm gonna go into like this like rose gold shade. I'm gonna go into that shade. We're gonna pick it up and we're just gonna start tapping it down. Maybe. Does that look okay? It may just need to be like, I don't know, built up a little bit maybe. Yeah. Yep, that's what it needed. It just needed some building. This really does look like fall. Like you guys, y'all, what does that say? It's fall, y'all, or something like that. I know. We still, listen. I wish summer was year round. I really do. Just because I know there's not going to be any snow, anything like that. It's not going to be like freezing cold. You know? It's just nice. But I love spooky season. I love Halloween. I love the fall colors, fall color schemes. Like, you can't really tell me much of anything when it's fall and like fall colors. You just can't. I will say these do need to be built up. I don't necessarily know, like if you like a very like nice and soft kind of shimmer, then you won't have to layer it up. But I like an intense shimmer. Like I'm like somebody where it's like, if I'm not stopping traffic, I don't want it. Okay, so it definitely did need to be built up, but I think it's super beautiful. It did build up. It's not like I built it up and it's still lackluster. I think it built up, and it built up perfectly fine. So now what I want to do is I do want to get our face prepped for makeup, and we're going to talk about this again. This is the Divine Rose Essence from Pat McGrath. Okay. This is, I know I was saying in like previous videos like $100 to $150. It's not. It's $86 for a full bottle, 1 ml. And here's the thing. I think it provides a good, nice glow. But after that, like I don't notice it like making my makeup revolutionary. And honestly, in terms of an essence, I don't find this to be doing anything different than what my other essences that are more than half the cost. So we're talking like 60 to 75% half the cost of this. Like it's doing anything different that it would justify $86 for me personally. Okay, so I was going to show you guys a new foundation, but from RMS. It came broken. So Sephora's supposed to send me another one. Hopefully that does not come out broken. Okay, alright. That's fine. We're going to move on. So I bought the new Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Light Illuminating Smoothing Concealer. So I love the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, like the original. I think that is really good. So I'm really excited to see how this performs. This is infused with coconut water, alpine rose, hyaluronic acid, 24-hour wear, waterproof, sweat and humidity resistant, non-creasing, delivers immediate and all-day moisture. This buttery serum light concealer effortlessly glides onto skin to camouflage and cover imperfections for 24 hours while improving the appearance of dark circles with a blend of pumping and hydrating hyaluronic acid, aloe leaf extract, daikon seed extract, and squalene. Our waterproof formula diminishes signs of fatigue and imperfections while adding a natural luminosity for a look so naturally flawless they'll think you were born this way. I think that's all that it really says. Yes. So I'm really excited. So this is, I guess this is might be like the more hydrating version of their original. Okay. Ooh. So here is like, it looks kind of like one of their like, not one of theirs, but like another like someone's liquid lipstick. That's kind of what the packaging just kind of reminds me of. Not super weighted or anything. The cap, I don't know, feels just like really cheap, truthfully. Oh, we're just gonna say it. So this is what the doe foot looks like. And then I have mine in the shade Sugar. I think this is the lightest one that they make because that's literally what I do. I just go on to Sephora or Ulta and just like if I see something. Okay, wait a minute. What is happening? Like it, what is happening? What is happening? It's almost like it doesn't want to stay. It's like a water consistency. Like when it said coconut water, I wasn't thinking like legit, just like all of it has to be coconut water. But like, what is going on? It's like it doesn't want to get off the doe foot, or maybe like the doe foot just like isn't picking up a lot. I don't know. Do you guys see that? It's just like, it's so weird and watery. I don't know how much of this I need. And I'm kind of like, I am questioning the coverage. If we're going to be like honest, I am like, okay, get it right up in here. Okay, so we have one eye blended out. Okay, so this probably gives a good medium coverage, I would say. Maybe like a highlight, low medium type coverage. I think it did okay with my dark circles, but you can still definitely like see them. I will say it is glowy underneath the eyes, so it does do that. I'm going to try to do another layer. But I don't think it's going to, if you have like severe dark eyes, I don't think this is probably going to be the one for you unless you are like color correcting as much as humanly possible. I just don't see this. I just don't see this being super full coverage. I will say though, I do have texture underneath my eyes, okay? All right, we're not going to hide that. And I do have some fine lines. Although I do have all of those, I don't feel like it's overly emphasizing that. I don't feel like this is so drying that like you can see my dry patches, you can see my texture, like you could see everything else. I think it just settles on the skin nicely. You know, it doesn't like overly emphasize the texture, but you're definitely not going to get a lot of coverage. I did just now layer up. Again, I just don't feel like it's getting rid of my dark circles. I just don't. So today I may have to go with dark circles. Actually, no. Let me take my LYS concealer. And here's like where the difference is. Like this is like a nice and hydrating concealer. Definitely yellow. But it doesn't like just disappear and just turn runny like this one does. So I don't know that I like am in love with that concealer, which sucks because I wanted to love it because I like lightweight, non-drying type of concealers like this LYS one, but I just don't think I'm going to get it with that one. I just don't. So if you're like 12 years old and you're trying to look for some makeup that your mom will finally let you wear, maybe some concealer to help out with whatever. I mean, do you see like, I feel like this one gets rid of like my dark circles a lot more than the Too Faced one. And I layered with the Too Faced one. So Not my favorite. So now we're going to move on into some like cream bronzing. So I purchased the new Nudestix cream bronzer sticks. Okay, disclaimer. I have actually never ever used anything from Nude. Are you kidding me? Maybe I need to like go home and like restart. Oh wait, I am home. Okay. Well, I don't know. Okay, let's see. I'm going to start with it on a sponge and start stippling it in, seeing if I like that. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I just wish it didn't like wasn't like broken, you know. That seems to be my luck today. I don't know what UPS did with that package, but I think they yeeted it. You know what? Here's the thing. I say yeet sometimes, and I'm not gonna lie, that's probably one of the most annoying things ever. And here I am being a hypocrite about it, but like, do y'all ever just like hear something and like you say it, but then after you say it, you cringe, and then when other people say it, you cringe, but like for whatever reason, you just keep saying it. Like I don't know. I think I'm broken. As if we didn't already know that. But like, yeah. If we're being honest about this, I think that like, I'm just going to go over with like the foundation side just to blend it in a little bit more. It's like, it literally just looks like my skin. Like, not like, oh, it's like a satin finish. Like, no. It literally, like in person, looks like that's the color of my skin. Like in that area. It just blends in so well. Again, I've never tried anything from Nudestix, so this is my first time. I don't know if this is like normal for them to like look this good. If so, let me know so that way I can like purchase some more, because I'm always here for purchasing more. All right, the next thing is not new to the market or anything like that, but I have another e.l.f. Luminous Putty Blush. I have tried these out before. I just went and I picked up 2 more. This being one of them. This is in the shade, oh man, Barbados. That's what this one's in. I feel like it's nice and like fall-like for what we've got going on, because it's just like, you know, a little bit darker. You know, like a orangish red. Like a little bit of brown in it. Kind of like what we got a little bit going on the eyes. So I think this will be a perfect match. And then I've been loving this Key Souls like little brush. It came in a Trend Mood box. I don't know what it is, but I love it. It's so good. It's so good for just like blending in the product. Truthfully. I just love how glowy everything's looking right now. I know that might change when we, you know, put on our powder and stuff, but oh, I love it so much. I do have a cream highlighter, which I feel like is like, it's been a while since I've had a cream highlighter. This is from ABH. This is their stick highlighters. I know they had come out with the blush sticks, and I thoroughly enjoy those. And so it comes in like the same packaging as that. The issue is, this is called Iced Out. Iced out for who? Like, that's too, that I have a feeling it's going to be too deep for me. It might be. Alright, so I'm just going to swipe it a couple of times on the back of my sponge and just start stippling it along like the high points of my face. I hope this is like not too dark for me. I will cry profusely if it is. I don't know. Okay. Ooh, actually, it's not once blended in, but I do need to go in with a much smaller amount. So now we need to set the face, and I bought the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. Okay, I am not sure if this is new. It was marketed online on like Sephora and stuff as new. I thought they had like the ethereal powder before. I don't know if like they discontinued it and like maybe like reformulated it, or discontinued it and realized like that was a really good product or whatever and like brought it back out. I don't know. I will say the top of it is pretty cute. And oh, wait a minute. Wait. How does this work? It looks like it, oh yeah, it does. So it has like this to stop like the sifting. Like if you don't want too much sifting. Okay, so then I'm gonna like pump some out. So So the box claims, what does it claim? It absorbs oil and shine. I do feel like a lot of the shine was taken away, but not like extensive. It smooths skin and helps improve texture, blurs for a more flawless complexion. And then there's hyaluronic acid to give a smoother, more youthful appearance. This is the silky, lightweight, oil-absorbing power blends effortlessly to set makeup while blurring imperfections for a gorgeous veil of luminosity. You'll be left with a complexion so flawless and natural, they'll think you were born this way. We have sat the face. Let me see what I... Wait a minute. What? Hold on. I love this powder. It just like goes over, and like, again, like my lines aren't overly emphasized, my texture's not overly emphasized. It just looks healthy. Like, this is really good. Like, remember, I have dry skin, and the foundation I used is my Rare Beauty, the tinted moisturizer. I love that. But like with the rest of the products on top, like, this looks good. Like, this looks so good. Okay, remember, I do have texture, okay? But it's not like overly emphasizing, and my under eyes don't look atrocious. Like, my under eyes can look atrocious with all that. But this doesn't. I am a little bit impressed. A lot of it. I'm just impressed. Moving right along, let's go ahead. Let's dive on into the eyes. So I'm just going to do everything that we did on the top lids. I'm just going to go in with that light orange. And we are just going to start smoking that all kinds of out. Alright, then we'll go into that like darker orange shade and just smoke that closer to like the lash line. Then we'll go into that really dark brown, and we're just going to focus it right out here. So now we're going to move into like a powder bronzer. So the one that I'm going to try out is this from ColourPop. This is an Isle Bet. This is supposed to be their lightest shade, maybe. I'll take it on my brush. Not really for sure how much to get. And then just start swiping it back. Okay. That definitely gives some warmth to the skin without it being too warm, because remember, like, I'm pale here, okay? Like, a piece of computer paper has more pigmentation, has more color than I do. And I'm talking like a blank piece of computer paper here. Alright, so I am really... It's definitely nice. Now that, like, on camera, I feel like it doesn't look quite as, like, orange. What I will say, though, is it's definitely a little bit more orange on my face. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take my powder brush over it. Just to... Without any extra powder or anything. Just to help not make it be quite so orange or intense. Next up, I know we have seen like thousands of these. Okay, let me just have my moment. I think this is the last one. I think. Okay, so I purchased another Pat McGrath blush duo. I think this is finally the last one. It's like a pinky brown kind of color. So we've got like the more pinky, we've got the more brown, and then we've got this one where you just kind of mix it. What do I want? I think the mixing it will go best with the eyes. Start applying. Go up a little bit. Again, I really like these blush formulas. It's really good. I think her blush formula is probably one of my favorite things from her. And the highlighter are definitely like some of my favorite things from her. I don't really know if I really like a whole lot more from her. Truthfully, I think sometimes it's a little overpriced. It's just my opinion. Okay. It looks so good. Like, I do. It looks so good. Alright, so now we have a highlighter to dive on into. And this is from Makeup by Mario. And I've been waiting for this to come into stock for such a long time, like forever. I feel like, ooh, Sephora takes forever. So here's like the packaging of it. It's in like a metal type container. So, ooh, look at that. That looks beautiful. Okay, let's swatch. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, that's gonna be perfect. And we're just gonna start applying that up around the face. Yep. It's like a good highlighter. Like it's almost like it's not blinding, but like it's blinding. You know, like it's blinding without being blinding. If that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, I don't know. It does have glitter particles, does have some glitter specks in it, so not my favorite. And you can definitely see the texture a lot more than you could with this on. But that's just kind of typical of highlighters, especially like powder highlighters, I find. All right, so it is lip time. We've got brows, setting spray, everything else on. So the two lip options that I chose, these are the new NYX Smooth Lip Matte Lip Cream. This one is in the shade, what is it? It's matte lip cream, yes, but what is it called? Ah, here we go. Latte Foam. Latte Foam. Is this one is a little bit lighter. Well, maybe. So this is the color, and this is the color of the packaging. So I mean, somewhat close. I mean that could go. That could go. And then the next one that we have is a little bit darker, and this is called Faux Fur. So let's see what color this is. I've come to the conclusion these don't make any sense, because this is this color, but yeah, it goes, I mean, I guess they do kind of go, but like, I honestly think Faux Fur is probably going to go better because it does have like that orange hint to it. And when you do put it on, it does feel smooth, like a whipped texture. Is this, hold on, is this, it has like a nice vanilla cream, like vanilla icing. Alright, so here's the completed and final look. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's definitely very fall. I'm here for fall. I love fall. Okay, it's just, it makes me happy. All the colors just make me happy. Let me know what you guys think of this look down below. Let's now go ahead, dive on into the products that we tried, from my least favorite to my most favorite. So my least favorite is this Too Faced Born This Way concealer. It literally just looked like water was being applied to my face, like coconut water. Like even with like the tint, like the white milky tint. And it just didn't really do much. It said it would help with your dark circles. I don't even have that bad of dark circles, if we're going to be honest. I don't. I do have dark circles, but I don't think they're bad. I know some people have worse. Some people have less than I do. You know, I'm probably like middle of the road, but it did nothing. It did nothing. I had to go with my LYS concealer. If you are looking for something that is going to be like hydrating underneath the eyes, glowy, illuminating, doesn't increase your texture a whole lot or settle into those fine lines and emphasize that, go with like the LYS, go with the ABH. I mean, there are just like better options out there that will still give you that coverage, but also give you the same effect of that illumination. So you could totally skip that one. The next one, I know you guys are already tired of hearing about this one. It's just this from Pat McGrath. Again, I've probably been using this for a couple of weeks now, you know, just a little bit at a time. It's not anything revolutionary. I'm not paying $86 for this. I would not recommend you pay $86 for this. There are tons of good essences out there. Like there's one from like the truffle, like a truffle brand, CosRx. Like there's just like ton out there that are good, that are just more than half the price or less than half the price that you would pay for that. No. It'd be more than half the price. Because it's like, this is $86 and like one of them's like $30. So that's like more than half off. Yes. Okay. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, next up is going to be this Makeup by Mario highlighter. This is where it really starts getting really tricky into what I love, and like it was hard to rank. Like I literally had to sit here for a good minute and be like, okay, all right, what's going where? So this is just farther down, just because like I think it's a really beautiful highlighter. It's like intense without being intense. I think the one thing that I don't like about this is that it's just very glitter heavy. It's very much like when you put it on your face, you can see the glitter on there. And that's not always something that I'm going for. There are times and places where I don't mind like the glittery aspect of it, like special occasions or something like that, or I don't know, I'm just in the mood for it. But I do think this made like a really beautiful inner corner because of like the glitter sparkles. Like it really just kind of vibed. But like in terms of like on my face, like today I probably wouldn't have chose like a glittery highlighter. Like I would have picked something a little bit like softer for today's look is what I would have picked. But I think it's a good highlighter. Next up are these NYX the whips. Now that the tingliness has now kind of settled away, so I don't know if it was like the setting down process that was making it a little bit tingly. I don't know, but they are very nice. They're very pigmented. Now that we're past that, it feels very comfortable on my lips. I'm not having any issues. I think what threw me off is if I went into the store and like saw this, they are not similar. They are not the same. And then this one, like literally was supposed to be this one right here. They're not. I think that's a little bit like deceiving, like on that end. But I think that they've been on for a little bit now. I feel like they're comfortable. I'm not having any issues with them. It was just a tingliness at first. I was just kind of like, ooh, this may not be for me. But I don't think it's bad. Next up is going to be this ABH highlighting stick. It's nice. It's good. It sank into my skin, but again, this had a ton of like glitter particles to it. And then the next thing is if like I were to go in directly with the tube, it would be too dark. And the thing is this is like iced out. Like this is like one of the lighter ones. So the other one that they have that it would be maybe more light than this is the one that has pink in it. And I'm just like, I just want something that's not pink that I can like just blend on into the skin. Unfortunately for me and my skin tone, skin color, whatever, they just don't have that. So I do have to be like very careful, use a sponge, make sure to like blend it out really well. And sometimes I'm in a hurry and I don't want to have to worry about that. So that's where that is. But I do think it's beautiful, sink into the skin. It's really nice, really glowy. So I do appreciate that. Next up is going to be this ColourPop bronzer. I really did enjoy this. I will say it kind of turned a little bit more orange than what I was thinking. Like based on, okay. Why is it on camera it looks hecka orange, but like in person it's almost like it's leaning a little bit cool. But on camera it's definitely orange, but like in person it's leaning a little bit more cool. So I'm guessing it has a very orange undertone, which I noticed, it's not the end of the world, like bronzer to like warm up your skin. It's just maybe a little bit too orange for me. So I'm going to check to see if this is the lightest, and if not, I'll try to buy the lightest. If it is, well then it's like, no, I'll keep using it. I do enjoy like it sank into the skin. It looked really good on the skin. I didn't have any issues with that. And then this is just like so tiny. You get 5 grams of product. Like how quickly is it going to take for me to get through this? I don't know. I'm feeling like it's going to take a lot less time, a lot more time than what I'm thinking, because I'm thinking I'm going to use it up, and like if I used it for like a month straight, it would be gone. I don't know. That's just my thought. So maybe that's where it lays, but also like the orangeness. So yeah. Next up is going to be the e.l.f. Putty Blush. The luminous ones. I really do enjoy these. I love how they're like, I don't know, like what, $6 per each one. You can see like the luminosity. It has good pigmentation. It does just like blend out really nice and still keep that luminosity there. I think they really did kill it with like their like cream products, like these putty blushes, both luminous and non, the like bronzer in the same kind of packaging as this. I think they really killed it. I really enjoy it. I definitely love like more glowy things because my skin is so dry, and those just like for $6 like just like hit home. Next up is going to be the Huda Beauty Love Fest palette. This is a good palette. I like it. I was able to create a really pretty fall look. There's so many different directions that you can go with this palette. I almost created like that all matte one. I mean, I think this is just like perfect and like ready for like the fall time. It's so beautiful. I think the only thing, and then like with each of these, it's kind of like they all have like a shift in them. So I really like that. I think it's pretty. The only thing is like I could have done with like another like light one to put like in the inner corner. But you know, it's not the end of the world. And again, with the shimmers, I really had to build them up to get to here. I like ones where I only have to go in with my finger once, and I mean, it is metallic. So that's just like a personal preference for me. If you're somebody where you like building up your metallics, or you don't want something super like blinding in your eyes, you will like this. I think you will also really like this if you want really pigmented mattes, because these are definitely very pigmented, easy to blend out, work well together, doesn't get muddy, and it's just like it's effortless. You just blend, and it's just like it does all the work. So I really do like this. It's just the shimmers are just not what I'm looking for. Next up is going to be the Pat McGrath Labs Blush Duos. I've been raving about these for such a long time. You can just like mix and match these however you want. You can use one, you know, they're divided in half. So you can use one side, the other side, mix them together with like equal parts. You can do more of one with like a tiny bit of the other, more of this one, tiny bit of the other. Like, you know, you just have like tons of options, and the formula is so good. Like, it doesn't really like emphasize my texture, especially since it's a powder. That can definitely happen. Like, you really do see that a lot with highlighters, but with this, it just blends out, and it just sinks in, and it just looks so good, so effortless. Those are so good. I know the price tag is like $44, but I now own all of them, and I regret nothing. I regret nothing. Next up is going to be the Nudestix Tinted Blur Sculpt Stick. This is the contour cream to powder. Okay, first of all, I'm sad that it did indeed come broken, but I loved this. I have never tried anything from them, mind you. I love it. Like, it just sank into my skin. Like, once I was done blending it out, I was like, I think this is my skin. I think this is my skin. I think my skin is literally naturally contoured, naturally bronzed like this. I think it's just natural. Like, it just sank in. It was effortless to blend out. It wasn't like I'm like sitting here having to blend. It was just effortless. It was easy. I'm super impressed. I'm super impressed with that. My top favorite thing has got to be this Too Faced Ethereal powder. I have never tried this. I don't know if it's like, it says it's new. I don't know if it's new and reformulated or what the case may be, but I mean, my skin sat so well underneath my eyes. I do have texture. I definitely have texture there, up around here, but it doesn't overly emphasize it. Like, if I'm sitting here like this, you would have to really look to try to see where my texture is. I love this. I love this. I'm so disappointed that I'm just now trying this. I'm hoping that maybe the old one just wasn't as good, but that is good. I don't know. I need to try it with like other products. I don't know if it's just like because all of these products are really good. I mean, like really good today, that I'm just like, okay, maybe it's like the combination. But I'm also really interested to see like how it does with like other products. So I will definitely be updating you and probably using that in future videos when I'm testing new makeup. So that is it for this portion of the video. Actually, just like the whole video in general. Okay, but I do have tons of like new makeup to try. So again, down in the comments, let me know what you want to see. I have the new Michaela, tons from Give Me Glow. We've got the Muerte and Vida from Melt. We have Drugstore. We've got Clarity. We've got Nomad. We've got, like, we literally just have like random assortments. The new Jacqueline collection. Those are all the things that I currently have right now that I need to try out. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what's like you are dying to see right now, so I can go ahead and get those filmed. Also, let me know if you do want to hear that video about the time that I got diagnosed with bipolar, only because something serious really happened. I mean, let me know. But that is it. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button, click the little bell. Definitely want you to join this Dumpster Fire family. I'm testing out new makeup all the time, ranking palettes, just anything and everything makeup. So definitely make sure you guys have hit that subscribe button, click the little bell. Go follow me over on Instagram. It's a good time over there. When I post. Yeah. All right. But thanks for hanging out with me. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.